give you a market update, just a quick market update. It's around about 5 minutes to about 7 minutes to close of the market. And I want to give you a bit of an update on what I see happening right now in the market. And that's what this little live stream is all about. I've actually finished doing all my trading, and let me just, I want to be able to bring up, yeah. So I finished doing all my trading, and yeah. So, and just looking across the market right now, guys, looking across the market and looking what I'm seeing right now, I'm starting to see a lot of selling pressure happening in the markets right now. I'm looking at the Dow Jones, looking at the S&P, I'm looking at the NASDAQ. I'm looking at the gold stocks as well too, like the GDX and the silver stocks as well too. So I'm starting to see all that sort of come into play. I've done a few videos in the last few days regarding silver and gold, and also the gold stocks, and also looking at the indices right now. Now, one thing I'm noticing right now about the indices is, if you want to be able to see my screen, this is what my screen looks like right now. So this is my stock market trading for you guys, and then I got FinViz over there. So I don't use my laptop, but that's there you go. So anyway, so there's a bit of a behind the scenes. So what I'm seeing right now, guys, happening in the markets is that the Dow Jones has started to sell off very, very, very strongly through there. This may be the start to see that big down move. I've done a few videos in the past, but I just see the Dow Jones down towards at least that 21 level. It may go straight down, or it may take some time to get there. If you look back at 2008, what happened is that 2008 we actually had a drop down, and then I lost my train of thought. Yeah, we had a drop down, but then we spent a month going sideways before we actually headed back down. So the market is starting to sell off right now, obviously because of what happened with Apple just recently. I see a lot more, like I'm just looking Apple right now, and my target for Apple is around 120 on run 20, maybe 120, maybe 130 on the low end, but that's my target there. Let me just look at my charts here. So probably 120 to 125. That's where my target is for Apple. On that there, it looks like it's going to keep free falling from there. Again, it's not going to go straight down, but that's where my target is for there on Apple. Apple's completely shocked the market. The interesting thing, guys, is that if you look at the market right now, if you look at the dynamics of the market right now, what's actually happening? We're looking at it, and the market's about to close right now, but the Dow Jones selling off 660 points. Probably going to close on the low of the day. S&P, same thing, selling off 61 points. Probably going to close on the low of the day. NASDAQ is also starting to sell off as well too. Going to close low of the day. The Russell 2000 is actually not as weak as the other markets there. So really interesting. So the interesting thing, guys, you know when we're starting to change trend in the markets. And Trent, my man, if you're following this video, man, you crack me up so much, Trent. Anyway, one thing I've noticed about what's happening right now in the market, you can feel the tune changing, right? Notice prior to last year, leading up all to last year, what was it? Everything was making the market go up, right? Everything, even bad news, the market went up. What's happening right now? All these you can tell the shift, right? The shift is starting to change in the market overall, from an uptrend to a downtrend, where the market's actually pulling back. Why is that? Because we're at the cycle of things, right? Essentially the government, the Fed's been raising rates since basically 2015. Once in 2015, and then it was really 2017 onwards. So now they're putting on the brakes. Of course, we're going to get a pullback. But do you notice right now the shift in the markets, right? The shift in the markets where we're seeing a lot of things come out, where a lot of things are causing the market to go down. Like, everything was bullish, but now all this bad news is starting to come out. Do you notice that? If you just look at, if you feel the shift happening in the markets, that tells you we're going from a bullish upward trend to now things are starting to shift. Look what's happened with China right now. Look what happened with Apple just recently. Look at the stock market, right? We've basically been selling off very, very strongly compared to a lot of times in the past. We're at the top of the market right now, and we're selling off right now, and a lot of these stocks, a lot of these bad news now is actually now starting to cause these markets to pull back even harder. Now, I'm in 3 trades right now myself, more of a longer term play. One's a break even, and then the other 2 are really nice profitable trades as I speak right now. Well, they're not really yeah. So that's what I'm looking at there right now. But that's a bit of trading update on sort of my trading there. I haven't got any sort of trading short-term trades set up today. There was one that I almost got into yesterday, but I didn't get into it because the open interest on my options wasn't really high enough. So I like to look for a certain amount of I like to look for about at least 150 open interest on my options there. But on a nutshell, guys, that's what I'm saying right now. The market is just closed as I speak right now. Dow down 662, S&P down 62. We're looking at the gold stocks, and the gold stocks are starting to rise just a little bit, aren't we? They're really starting to get a bit of a pop through there. And if I start to look at the GDXJ, I did a video yesterday based on the GDXJ, right? That actually had a nice pop to the upside. So it's just broken past its first resistance level. We may be getting ready for a big mining boom right now. I'll do a video later on based on the charts. I can't do it on this phone here, but I'll do a video later on. But we may be getting ready for a big sort of mining boom again here. And gold and silver continue to rally up. The thing I'm not really confident about gold and silver is that we've been, especially in gold, we've got this vertical move price action right now, and it's just been going up and up and up and up and up and up without any pullback. And so that's basically what I see through there. It's that's the other thing I see, but but it may be starting to form that upward trend. I don't know yet. Once we get back above that the line in the sand for me is that sort of what's that? Probably the 1360 level in gold there. Once it breaks above that, then it's all over. Bulls are going to come in, and this thing's going to be like Bitcoin price action. You watch it, and it may be even the gold miners as well too. We may be able to even see that happening right now. So. I'm really excited about my trading right now, guys. I love trading. It's just my passion. It's what I do. And yeah, so once again, indices right now are starting to sell off once again. We're starting to get that shift in the markets. Gold stocks are really starting to bounce. There's no definite signal that this is a complete change of trend yet. We're still in that indecision land, but we are starting to get a lot of buyers starting to come out of this right now. So it's definitely, especially silver, right? Silver's now really starting to gain a lot of strength on the upside. So that's basically a bit of a recap here today, guys. Later on I'll do a bit of a live stream. I'll do a bit of a chart analysis for you to show you what I'm seeing on the charts right now. But I thought I'd quickly do this live stream for you to help you out from there. Trading can be amazing, guys. The number one thing to your success in trading is just being patient. And you're patient, and then the harder you work, the luckier you get. Like I spend so many hours a week doing my analysis. Like, for example, today I was trading for about 2 hours today. What I mean by that is I was researching, looking at stock after stock after stock after stock after stock. You know what I mean? Like the harder you work, the luckier you get when it comes to these markets here. So that's basically what's what's going to make you successful in these markets. And one thing that I have to keep saying to myself is that, preparation meets opportunity. That's how you get lucky. You know what I mean? So preparation simply means you've got to work hard, which simply means you've got to spend the hours doing your research, looking at the charts, looking at the patterns, looking at the setups. And then, when you're prepared and then you meet an opportunity, then suddenly that's how you got lucky. Some people said, oh, John, you got lucky on that Bitcoin short, you know, like, because I shorted Bitcoin, as you guys know, right? I shorted Bitcoin when it broke out. I called a short, and not only did I call a short, but it was actually met my trading plan. So I got into a trade, made a really, really nice profit to trade out of that. And people said, oh, John, you're just lucky. I'm like, I wasn't lucky. I spent about probably 2 months watching that thing unfold, waiting for my entry point. And then I got into it, boom. I was in that thing for about 3 to 4 weeks in total, shorting Bitcoin. And then I got out of that thing for a really nice profit once my system said, okay, it's time to get out now. So there is no such thing as luck in these markets, guys. The harder you work, the luckier you get. And you really, really, really can do this. Really focus on what's happening in the markets right now. And put it this way, guys. You either can clearly see things on the charts or you can't. If you're looking at a stock and it's very hard to read, very hard to get a bit of a grasp on what's going on with that stock, where there's no clear trend or there's no clear patterns or anything like that, then don't get involved with that. There's so many stocks that I look at and thinking, man, this thing's ugly as hell. I have no idea what's going on with this thing. I'm not going to touch that thing. Next. You know what I mean? And that's what you want to do. Preparation meets opportunity in the markets. But the whole game to trading successfully long-term is just waiting for that setup that you know that works for you. You know what I mean? And then having that discipline and most importantly, that patience to wait as long as you have to. But then more importantly, continue to do your research. 90% of my trading comes from my trading system, my trading plan. And then 10% is based on how I know how the markets work and so on and so forth. So a bit more of a longer term play, more of investing type of things. My short-term trades are probably 1 to 2 weeks, sometimes up to 4 weeks. And then my long-term plays are sort of 3 to 6 months type thing. That's what I'm in right now. I'm in 3 longer-term plays. I'm in no short-term trades because there hasn't been any. So anyway, guys, that's a bit of an update for today. Later on, I'll do a bit of a live stream. I'll do a bit of a charting analysis to show you what I'm seeing on the charts right now. But this is a bit of an update, guys. Please, you can do this. You can be really successful, but you just got to slow down and be excited about the opportunities. And how are you speaking to yourself? Are you saying, you know what, this is simple, this is easy, this is fun? Or, you know, let me actually get a bit of light on my face there. Or are you saying, man, this is difficult, this is hard? You know what I mean? Like you got to be careful of the language you use yourself. You really, really, really have to be careful of the language that you use around yourself, and how you speak to yourself, because that's so important. Oh, Yanni, you just said there that you shorted INTC. If that met your plan, but I do see INTC. If it breaks, it may not, but if it breaks that 42 level, then I definitely see this thing. Once it breaks 42, then I have a target of 34. So I have been watching it. I personally have been watching INTC myself as well too, because it's got a very nice rounding topping pattern, and so I will. That's what I see happening right there on INTC. Once we break 42, then I see this thing down at 34. So anyway, guys, I'm off to the gym right now, but I want to do this quickly live stream to give you guys a bit of an update of what I see right now in the markets. We are continuing to roll over. We are starting the top of the cycle right now, or it started actually a few months ago. But we're at the top of the cycle right now, and things are starting to head down. Things are going to start to drag down even more. In the next couple of years, we're going to see more things. Or especially, no, this 2019 is going to be the start of the recession. It's just going to happen first in asset prices and then the economy. That's how it works, right? You look at if you look at the stock market in 2008, right? 2008 came down. When did things really start to hit the market? It really started to hit the market mid to late 2008. Make sense? So first in asset prices and then the economy, the economy starts to come out with the announcements and so on and so forth, like Apple just recently and so on and so forth. Make sense? So once again, guys, the most important thing between you and your goals is your ability to be able to be patient, but also work hard. Like today, I said before, I spent 2 hours doing analysis. I didn't get in or get out of any trades. I'm in 3 trades right now, but I didn't get in. But I'm just doing my analysis, right? I'm studying. I'm looking for really, really good opportunities that just hit me in the face. And I do that all the time. You know what I mean? Like last night, I traded the Forex market for about 6 hours. No trades at all. So there you go, guys. Guys, if you haven't done so yet, if you want to get a free trial to my Master Trader Lab monthly, where every month I'm going to be giving you training and also 6 massive bonuses, then head on down to mastertraderlab.com. Mastertraderlab.com. Hey, Robbie, how you doing, man? Great to see you on the live stream, man. Hello, love your videos. Pot stocks, I was up 8% today. It was crazy. Yeah, just be careful, Damien. Be careful trying to jump on the next fad or the next craze. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be doing that long term. You want to have a consistent, sustainable system that you can trade regardless of what is happening. You know what I mean? You don't want to try to jump on that next big thing. That's going to be something that's going to stop you from moving forward in a big way. Because if for example, the people that got lucky on Bitcoin, and maybe they did buy it at $100 and they sold it at say 15,000 and made a fortune, guess what? They got lucky, right? It wasn't based on any skill. So guess what's going to happen now for the next 10 years? They're going to probably lose that because now they think they know it all. They think they understand the markets and all this sort of stuff. And now that if they made $1 million, they're probably going to start to throw 200 or 300 grand at every single trade. And, and it's just going to go downhill from there. So it's based on the skill there. So Damien, I guess what I'm trying to say there is, there's a lot of hype around the pot stocks right now, the marijuana stocks and stuff like that. Just be careful about getting into that hype. I don't like to get into a lot of hype myself. I'd like to see things that are nicely, consistently setting up for me, and then have a really high probability of setting up. As I said before, my trading system that I trade, where I get in and get out on say up to a few days, say from 1 to 5 days, sometimes up to a few weeks. That's my trading system. My investing type of system is just basically me reading the markets and getting a good feel for that and really, really, really analyzing that. And that's 10% of my trades. And then I'll look to take a more of a 3 to 6 month type of trade on that one there. Do you think buying NGT is a good idea right now, or should we wait? The answer to that is that you get in when you know is a good time to get in, not when you just hope it's a good time to get in. So I can't tell you. I'm not going to. Oh, are you looking to short Netflix? Are you? Is what you're saying, Yanni? Yeah, you want to. Let me just do this here. Yeah, you. I'm not going to tell you what you should or shouldn't get into. I'm not going to tell you what to buy. I try to be very, very, very. I'm not going to give you any advice. I'll tell you what to do, stuff like that. Short. I mean, yeah, you're looking to short Netflix. That's what you're saying, right? So that's yeah. I know that's a really, really blatant statement there, but if you're looking to get into any position, you only get into that because you know, based on the work you've done, that this is a good setup. It's a high probability trading setup, wrapped around with good risk management. So if it is a losing trade, you're not going to get hurt too much. You see that there, guys? You only get into a trade because you know that it's a high probability trading setup wrapped around good risk management. Because if it is a losing trade, because you never know what position is going to be losing. As I said before, right now I'm in 3 sort of investing type of positions. 1 is a break even, and 2 are in profits right now. I have no idea. I've still got another couple of months on a couple of those trades, and then one of those trades, it's like a 6-month option there. So, yeah, I hope that makes sense, because you never want to get into something just because someone said on YouTube or doing something. I mean, trading is all about confidence, and your confidence really comes down to the ability to be able to read what the market is telling you. And the better you can read the chart, the better trader you'll be. And in that special offer, yes, exactly. You're paid to wait. In that special offer that I'm giving right now, that free trial plus also those bonuses at mastertraderlab.com. That's why I focus on, there's two of the courses. There's chart reading and chart reading mastery, because the better you can read the chart, the better trader you'll be. And we know that, right? We know that the better we understand what's happening in the market right now, the better we can see what's happening right now, the better trader will be. And so that's where I focus on two of those courses out of those 6 bonuses I'm giving away. I really focus on helping you understand how to read the market properly, so you can start to get a grasp on this. But at the end of the day, you can learn it, but you're only going to get it. You're only going to get good at it once you actually do it again and again and again and again and again. So anyway, guys, there's a bit of a recap for me. Later on, I'll do a bit of charting analysis, but I want to do this update for you guys. Have an amazing day, guys. Remember, if you haven't done so already, if you'd like to get a free trial to my Master Trader Lab Monthly, where every month I'm going to be giving you brand new trainings on helping you read the charts, understanding the markets, understanding long-term cycles, just a whole bunch of other stuff, mindset. Plus, also, I'm giving you six free bonuses as well too, as this bit of a special right now. Then head on down to mastertraderlab.com, and I'll see you soon.